The back is a very triangular peak that looks like a wall. It's super steep at the top. There's cliffs everywhere. There's no easy way out. If you fall up high, you're tumbling down the whole venue. There's no stopping. There's nothing quite as intimidating, there's nothing quite as real as competing on the Beck. The Bec de Ros is such an iconic face because that's where freeriding started. All of the great freeride skiers that I look up to have all competed on that face over the years. It's just being a part of it that is so meaningful.
Mom wants to direct it on this side and I'll direct it on the other.
I grew up in San Diego, California. I was pretty energetic. My friends and I would always jump around and go explore the cliffs and some of the hills around San Diego. At a pretty young age, I jumped off the top of the playground and broke my tib fib. When I was around 8 years old, my family took a little ski vacation up to Big Bear. I just loved it instantaneously. The snow, the mountains, the air, the trees, everything about it.
Okay, go!
My mom decided to go all in and she enrolled me on the developmental team at Snow Summit. We could come back up and ski almost every weekend, which was awesome. Once I graduated to the race team, I was skiing with all the big kids.
Everybody's ready to go.
I loved the challenge of keeping up with the older kids, which kind of opened the doors to my imagination of what was possible on skis. And we had the camaraderie to go explore the mountain on our own and go push ourselves as a group of kids, which was amazing.
Go, Isaac!
Wait.
That's great! That's the way to go! Go, go!
Skiing made me feel happy. It was always my time on the mountain. It was my place to escape everything that was stressing me out and everything that was making me sad or angry. It was non-existent when I was skiing on the mountain. I was 15 years old when I did my first big mountain comp.
Oh.
And that was when I got hooked.
Juniors edging up to the top. We've got the big boy, Isaac Freeland out of Sugar. Right off the bat, a man of trickery. Looking to go right off that double.
Free skiing, it gave me a channel to express myself, helped me grow, and made me the person I am today. Fresh out of high school, I was stoked to go take on the skiing community and skiing world. I blew out my knee casing a jump, so this was kind of new territory for me. I'm not someone known to stay still. Throughout the injuries, I kind of had this on-off relationship with comp skiing.
Get it, boys!
I wanted to do one more season on the FWQs before I hung up the competition skis. I just decided to make the competition feel like I was just doing my own thing and bring that same level of stoke and happiness that I got. I just skied for me. My run went awesome. I came down to the finish line and hugged friends. Was just happy to put down a run that I was proud of for my last competition run. I ended up getting first for that event, which qualified me for the Freeride World Tour. Getting the news I was qualified for the tour was unreal. I couldn't believe it, and motivated me to start training right when the snow started flying. I was super motivated to train. I'd never put in so much effort into so much like personal improvement pre-season. I was pushing myself that hard because I was just stoked to be there. Like I didn't want to go and have any regrets of not being able to do what I know I'm able to do. After an epic early season of skiing bucket list lines, doing things I usually don't even dream of until mid-season, I was ready to take on the tour and make it to the back. But first, we just stopped in Japan.
Isaac Freeland, 30 seconds, going tempo before the table.
Standing in the start gate, I was overwhelmed by the amount of media presence and drones and noise happening all around us. And I just had to take a deep breath and remind myself that I was just skiing with my friends.
3, 2, 1, drop it. Woohoo!
I was just happy to be on my feet and put down a run that I was proud of for my first run on tour. Placing 5th was just icing on the cake. It was unreal to think of. I wanted to take that excitement and confidence and bring it to Canada. I've had a rocky relationship competing and kicking horse in the past, but I was ready to wipe the slate clean and give it my best.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, man.
Kid number 7, Isaac Freeland, dropping in 3, 2, 1, dropping!
The snow is so good, but unfortunately I bobbled a little bit, but I had so much fun skiing that snow and I was ready to take that energy to the next event. Andorra was straight ice, and we weren't sure if the tour was going to be able to pull off the event. Even though the conditions were shit, I was super excited to have the opportunity to pull out my bag of tricks and get really creative on this venue.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, good. Yeah, buddy.
Dude, that was nuts.
But he's got. What was that? Switch Misty 5 off the top.
I had the Switch 5 in the back of my mind running into this event, and I was unsure if I wanted to do it because it was high risk, but I remembered my mindset from the FWQs. I gave it a send.
So Isaac Freeland at 91.67. Boom. He is here.
What?
Freestyle World Tour, you just walked out.
Fuck.
I'm so stoked for you, buddy.
Dude. I was nervous but eager to get to Fieberbrunn. It's the first true big mountain face on the tour, but I was riding the high off Andorra and I was ready to go.
Isaac Freeland dropping in 3, 2, 1, dropping. Yep.
That run was so much fun, I felt like I was flying down the mountain. And then to find out it put me in second again was unbelievable. By the numbers, that put me into first overall, which means I was leading the tour coming into the final stop. At that point, I just wanted to ride the high and maintain that energy into the final event. Between the sheer vertical drop, the amount of rock and cliff faces, the steepness of the face, I was scared but also excited to break out the binoculars and come up with one last run for the year. Fucking COVID, man. COVID. We had heard rumors about it. We didn't think it was gonna be that bad. We didn't think it was gonna affect us competing on a mountain in Verbier. And yet, within the span of a week, travel bans started happening, mountain shut down, and the tour got canceled. We walk into the hotel and Jonathan Penfield sees me and says, "Congrats." And I'm like, "Congrats on what?" He's like, "You didn't hear? You won the tour. It's canceled and the results stay as is." And I didn't have a response. I think he gave me a hug or a high five and I started unpacking the bags, but I was in a state of shock and disbelief at that moment. I was unsure about whether winning the tour without competing in the last event was truly winning the tour. But after all the support from the other athletes and congratulations and spending some time to think about it, every competitor had the same amount of opportunity, and in this crazy year, it just happened that I ended up on top. I was determined to come back and prove myself on the Beck. So my goal was to train hard, ski a lot, and come back as strong as ever to put my mark on the Beck de Ross. I'm Isaac Freeland, and I'm the 2020 World Champion.